Hey guys, what's going on? This is Money Matt and welcome back to my channel. So this is a new video, but it's also kind of the start of a new series. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to kind of be doing a MyCareer journey, which is kind of like the journey of my MyCareer player, and like it's gonna be very similar to some of the other ones that other YouTubers do and stuff like this. Now, I'm not actually going to be using this player because I have a very similar build to this and he's already at 90 overall, so I'm going to be using that guy. But this is kind of just the build, or honestly I didn't do the best of this build, I kind of messed it up, but this is what I would, if you guys want to use this build and you want, if you're into smaller players like point guards, shooting guards, this is definitely a good build for you guys to use if you're looking for a build and you want to do a build. This is kind of an all-around player, so when you're choosing your position, you could, if you wanted to do this build, I would definitely recommend a point guard or a shooting guard. And either one is okay, but I prefer the shooting guard mainly because point guard you're going to get many of the badges that you want anyways, and shooting guard you get some extra shooting badges that you could use, and they're really helpful in park and helpful in MyCareer as well. So what you're gonna want to do for this build is primary shot creating and secondary passing and ball handling, or otherwise known as playmaking. So as you guys can see, you have mid-range Jedi, difficult shots, both super good badges. They're on gold. You've got ankle breaker on gold. This guy drops everybody. And look, so you guys can see catch and shoot on silver, along with 11 other silver badges. You even get limitless range and posterizer on bronze, which it's not much, but that's definitely super helpful just to get just that little extra bit. So yeah, no Hall of Fame badges for this guy, but he's got a ton of gold badges, and gold badges aren't that much worse. Now when you're picking height, you could go super small and just make your player like have super good attributes, but in the park there are a lot of super tall players. So what I prefer personally is making a player as tall as you can, but you still want to have a good enough ball control so that you're able to speed boost. Now, it's obviously you need an 86 ball control to be able to speed boost, and it's okay if your guy's got like an 84, 85 ball control, because as you guys will see later, once you do the wingspan, this will still be able to work out. Now weight, it doesn't matter as much, but strength and box out, they don't really matter to me that much, and you're gonna be able to get boards just based off of your height. So I mainly went down a little bit for the lateral quickness, and also the vertical, they get better when you do this. Now wingspan is very important. You're gonna want to do it, personally I would say that you want it pretty small, because that'll get you a better open shot 3 and a better open shot mid-range, and also a better ball control. So yeah, as you guys can see, maybe not the smallest, but like 1 or 2 away from it. And yeah, that's what you're gonna want to do for this build, and I'll see you guys in a little bit with some gameplay. Okay, so here I am on my 90 overall build, and yeah, this is my main build. I use them a lot when I'm playing park, and here are some of his stats. He has a really good mid-range, but unfortunately he can't speed boost, and his open mid-range is not as good as his contested mid-range. I kind of messed up because I put the wingspan too far, but as you guys can see, a lot of super important badges dimer, silver, ankle breaker, gold, posterizer on bronze, and catch and shoot I currently have bronze, but like you guys could see, I had it on silver. And yeah, those are the badges. I'll see you guys in the... So here I am in this game, and we're playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is one of the better defensive teams in the NBA. As you guys know, I am a Thunder fan myself. I chose the Raptors because I figured it would be fun to play next to Kawhi, and Lowry is a really good three-point shooter. Ibaka's a great stretch big, and Valanciunas does really well on the board. So that's mainly why I chose this team. And yeah, so a little bit about this build. He's not the greatest three-point shooter but then again, if you guys have a release that you know really well and you can get green lights or full white bars or whatever, then it's very possible that this guy can be just a knockdown shooter with a 77 open shot three. That's kind of all you need sometimes to get a good shot. And so another good thing that this guy is good at doing is if you guys use the pick and roll. The pick and roll is going to be essential to this build because you have all the really good badges. You can find open players, like I said. Valanciunas can go to the rim. Ibaka can do both. He can go to the rim. He can spot out for a three. So you can call a pick and roll or pick and fade with him. But yeah, and you can also get to the rim very easily with dribble moves. And even if you can't, then you can just go off of the screen and just shoot a mid-range shot. And especially when you have the badges like mid-range that eye difficult shots, then you'll be able to just come right off the pick and get a good shot, get a three. As you guys can see, another very good strategy that I do when using this player is I'll call for a screen, but I won't actually use the screen. I'll go the other way, opposite of the screen. A lot of the times the defender will actually go over the screen, try to fight over the screen, especially if you're doing a lot of screens that in that game. He'll try to get over the screen, he'll play too aggressively, and you'll be able to just go right the other way, get right past them. And that's another good thing. Even though Serge Ibaka missed right there, as you can see, that's another very effective thing. If you're not using the screen, the roller usually gets super good position, especially because a lot of the time, for whatever reason, you'll have the big man from the other team who is actually guarding the guy that you set the pick for. He'll play way over the screen, and he will just get caught up there, and if you don't use the screen, it'll just be an easy path for your teammate to get to the hoop and get an easy bucket. So yeah, as you can see, when I'm using this player, I like to go behind the back a lot. Is very effective, and that's one of my main ways to getting to the rim, is just do a couple behind the backs, and you can usually get past the guy. And once you get into the paint, you have so many options. You can go up with it, you can kick it back out to a guy for a three, or you can just put it up yourself, or you can pass it to one of your teammates that's sitting inside of the key. And as you guys can see right there, this guy is also a very, very good defender. Especially if you know what you're doing, he can be really good at defense. Like, I was playing in the park earlier today, I was guarding a 7-foot guy, and as long as defense is like really a skill thing, and this guy definitely has enough talent, and he was guarding this 7-foot guy, and I think he got like 6 points the entire game. So yeah, like I said, that's kind of what I was talking about how their guy will play the other guy over as I greenlight the 3-pointer. That's what I was talking about. Like, they'll play over the screen, so your teammate will usually get an easy look to the hoop. So my guy had to play off, and he was able to kick it back out to me, and I got the open look. So Paul George was able to hit that 3, and Paul George has really been having a great season this year. It's fun to watch. I'm really happy that he came back, because there was a lot of talk about, is he going to LA, is he not going to LA? So I'm really happy that he signed, I think it was like a 4-year deal. It was definitely a long-term deal. And as Serge Ibaka gets fouled right there, but yeah, this is, in my opinion, this is probably his best season since he's come back from the broken leg. And I think definitely if the Thunder, I think they're a 7 seed right now or something, which is super bad. But if we can get up in the rankings for standings, I think Paul George should definitely be at least considered for MVP, just because of the great year he's been having so far. And so in this game, we were only up 12-8. Usually we're able to get better starts like that, but I was able to find Siakam right there. As you can see, like every time the big man just plays over the screen, tries to block you from getting that screen, and you can just, if you don't use it, even if you're not able to blow past your guy, you can still get it to the big man that's going to the hoop, and they get an easy dunk. So that's where I get a lot of my assists. And another thing that's really good about playing for a team like the Raptors is they have one of the best defenses. At least 2K has them as like one of the best defenses, because they get a ton of steals. As Siakam with what should have been an easy look, but he gets blocked by Gerald Green right there. And Paul George, again, hitting another great layups. So yeah, I play on only 8-minute quarters, and the Raptors have the highest steal of any team in the league, as I get a tough finish right there. It's been kind of a quiet first quarter for my guy, but I now get that up to 8 points and 2 assists. And yeah, let me know down below if there's, like I said, I'm trying to make this into kind of, maybe we could do this as another series where we have a build of the month, just like I said in my first video, a build that you guys would like to see. So if there is something like that, a build that you want to see, as Ibaka got a wide open look, should have hit that. But like I was saying, if there's a build that you guys want to see, let me know. I'll get that build at the start. If you guys get a build in soon, I'll get that build out for you guys for the month of April. If not, I have another build that I've been using quite a bit, and I could just use that. So yeah. So this game was super close, so I decided to just focus in and not record for the second and third quarter. So we pick it back up in the fourth quarter, as it is now a 2-point game after Kyle Lowry hits that shot. And yeah, so this game was definitely super close, but our team, I think personally that our team was better, so I thought that we had a pretty good shot to win this game. But the only problem was my coach had played me a lot in this game, so I was super tired. I throw a bad pass right there, and Patterson is able to steal the ball. Patterson shoots up the 3, he doesn't hit it, but I'm able to get the ball. But as you guys can see in the bottom, my stamina is super low, so there's not that much I can do. I kind of just have to pass it off, let my teammates do what they do, and Valanciunas gets a super big board right there, able to put the shot back up. And speaking of Valanciunas, that would just be awful having to be in his situation of he gets traded from a title contending team to the Grizzlies, who are definitely one of the worst teams in the NBA. No offense to any Grizzly fans out there, but they're really struggling this season, and he was definitely doing good for the Raptors, so that kind of stinks that he had to get traded, as I'm trying to do something with the ball, but I find Ibaka wide open underneath the rim, and he gets the easy 2 points. If a big man ever has position like that under the rim, there's a pretty good chance that they're going to get a good animation and they're going to be able to get a good shot out of that. So we get the board, and it's still a 2-point game, but I go to the rim. I missed that shot again. This fourth quarter was definitely not that good for me because, like I said, I had played a lot. As you can see, the stamina is flashing, but that post fadeaway is another really good thing for this player. He hits a lot of post fadeaways from what I've learned, and that's, especially in modes like my team, that's one of the things I really like, players that can hit good post fadeaways, as Paul George doesn't throw the best pass there, goes out of bounds, it's our ball. And I get subbed out for some rest, and when I get back in, our 4-point lead had vanished, and it is now a tie game with only 3.5 minutes to go in the game. But Kawhi was shooting a free throw right there. He was able to knock it down. That gives us the 1-point lead. And yeah, this team had been doing really good. At the Thunder, that is, they did really good at the beginning of the season, so I was super excited. Paul George was playing great, and it looked like the door was kind of wide open. The Warriors weren't looking that good at the beginning of the season, so I definitely got excited. As you guys see, I get another post fade, but that one isn't able to go in. But anyways, I was really excited to see, like, man, there's a possibility that we do really well this year. But recently I don't know, that's what kind of seems to happen to us a lot of the time, is we start out really good, but then there's just like a week or 2 weeks where we go like for a really bad record, and it's just super unfortunate because that kind of blows our season. When we should definitely be getting higher seeds. I don't think that the Thunder should be a low seed. I think we should definitely be getting home court advantage, but it's disappointing as I go for another take, but I get blocked. Like I said, this fourth quarter was not that good for me because I was just missing everything, and Valanciunas not able to hit the second layup, which kind of stinks. But for some reason, for a solid minute, 2K had me guarding Steven Adams. Luckily, I guess the CPU didn't see it because that would have been a huge mismatch. But I don't know, 2K's kind of weird like that. They had all the matchups messed up, as I hit the first free throw and I hit the second free throw that gives us a 2-point lead. But yeah, so they have the ball. Westbrook gets a pretty bad look right there. Kyle Lowry, that's another good thing that he does. So if you're deciding to play for the Raptors, Kyle Lowry is a really good defender, as Serge Ibaka is able to slip right behind Patterson, just like he'd been doing all day, and he gets the easy shot to go. Westbrook puts up another bad shot, and Valanciunas is there to get the rebound. I pass it to Lowry. He passes it to the corner, and again I go right back to the pick and roll with with Ibaka. Unfortunately, I missed that shot. I thought that was definitely a shot that I should have made, but we were up 4 at this point, so I thought we were good. And Westbrook, a little bit bigger than Lowry, but that was just a tough rebound that Kyle Lowry let up. Definitely a big game changer right there, as Westbrook was able to hit the first free throw, and then TK just gave Steven Adams that rebound. That I was kind of disappointed that he got that rebound, and then yeah, I just got the ball taken from me. My guy is super tired at this point, so the ball just got taken right from me, and there wasn't much I could do. So I go to the paint, and I don't know how that wasn't a foul, but luckily Valanciunas able to get the board again. He gets fouled, hits the first free throw, hits the second free throw, and the Thunder call a timeout. So we were up 1, but now they could hold it for the last shot, and I thought we had a chance, but I definitely didn't like them having the last shot of the game. So, but my guy is now cold somehow after he came out of the break, and Westbrook just got straight to the rim, and he missed it. But once again, Steven Adams just gets a board that, I don't know, I felt like Valanciunas definitely should have gotten that board there, but he wasn't able to, even with his takeover badge. And we were down 1, we had 10 seconds left, and even though I was cold, I wanted to take the last shot, but Kyle Lowry was sitting right there, and it just got messed up, and I ended up taking a really bad shot, and that was the game. So a disappointing finish, but it's definitely super exciting that this is the beginning to a new series, and I hope you guys really enjoy the series. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have been enjoying all the other videos that I've been making. If you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd definitely be appreciated, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.